In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Revyz Data Manager for Jira to copy your asset configurations, that is your object types, your object schema, not the objects themselves, but definitely at least the structure and piping for your assets. And I'm going to show you how to take them from a sandbox environment and move them over to production. Assets is not the easiest thing to use inside of JSM, and being able to architect, brainstorm, come up with the solution, tweak, and just get your architecture of object schemas and object types and nested object types and all of that technical jargon, getting it just right in a sandbox environment, and then just being able to seamlessly move it to production is going to make your life so much easier. So make sure you check out the link down in the description so you can start your free 30-day trial to Revyz Data Manager for Jira. So here I am inside of my sandbox for JSM, and I'm simply going to start off by creating a schema, and I'm just going to use a template here, and I'm going to call it, oh, what's a really good name? Revyz Demo Assets. Okay. Everything else is optional. Put in your key, put in your description. And here we have a template that is already created for us. And so we already have some object types. We have a hardware assets, phones, laptops. So we could take this and move it, but that's no fun, right? Because this is a template. It's already pre-created for us. So let me show you a couple of tweaks and show you how Revyz works here. So what I'm going to do is under laptops, I'm going to just add a new object type here. I'm going to call these Windows, and then I'm going to create another one for Macs. That way I can distinctively like break things out. And you know what, just for fun, we're just gonna add a Linux one there too. Even though, again, this is all kind of what makes assets so complicated, right? These all could have been an attribute inside of your object, but just to have fun, right? Just to kind of show you how all this comes together, just humor me for a second here, even though it's probably not the way you would architect these assets. And so over here under printers, I'm just gonna add a 3D printer. And then I'm going to actually put in the new icon for 3D printer. Under printers, I'm also going to add the Shack printer, not sponsored, but Shack. Talk to me if you want to sponsor this, right? And so we have a couple of printers there. And you know what, just for fun, I'm going to go down another level on the Mac, and I'm going to call these like desktop Mac, even though that doesn't make sense. But again, I just want to show you the nesting of the object types. And then we're going to add under Mac, we're going to call these like, I don't know, MacBook, plural. All right. Again, what I'm putting on here is less relevant. The purpose of this video is to show you that once you have your hierarchy, right? Once you have all these configurations and all these object types configured, I want to show you how easy it is to take this structure here and move it over to production using Revyz Data Manager for Jira. So once I have this, you can and do have the option now to add objects. Now, full disclaimer, because of the limitations of Atlassian's API, Revyz, and no other tool for that matter, is able to move the objects over to production. So you will still have to recreate things over there in production. But what I'm going to show you is how to preserve this structure that we have here on the left-hand side. So once you have your configurations just the way you want them, you're going to click on Apps, Manage Your Apps, and then we're going to go into Revyz Data Manager for Jira, click on Home. From there, we're going to do a couple of things. Number one, you want to go to your settings, and for your data backups, you want to click this little pencil, and you want to make sure you enable asset configurations. This is going to require you to go and generate an API token for your account. So make sure you go, there's instructions on here. You're going to click on all the links. It's going to walk you through everything you need to do, but make sure you enable asset configurations. Notice it's not asset objects, right? Not supported in the sandbox, but we are going to be able to do the asset configurations. The good thing is that in production, there is backup capabilities for your objects, just not transferring from site to site, unfortunately. Okay, so once you're good there, make sure it's all green and it's going to show up over here. We're good to go. The other thing that you're going to want to do is set up a cross-site connection. So ideally you want to connect to another production Jira or to whatever Jira you want to connect to that you want to move and clone your configurations over to. So I've already gone ahead and done this, but essentially you click on add connection, you give it a name, put in the destination URL. It's going to give you a token. You go into that other Jira, you install Revyz Data Manager there as well. This time you click on activate connection, you're gonna paste in that token, and then we're good to go. your setup's gonna look just like this. Once you're done with all that, we now have to go do the backup. So click on on-demand backup. Keep in mind that backups do happen on a 24-hour schedule, but since we're doing this out of that cycle, we're gonna just come in here and back up our assets. I'm gonna deselect Jira configurations because I only need my assets right now. And I'm gonna click on backup now. Yes, we wanna proceed. And now we're gonna watch a little paint dry. All right, once your backup is complete, we're now ready to initiate the clone and restore. So now we're gonna click on clone and restore. I'm gonna click on assets configuration down here. We're gonna select the site that we're on, which is the sandbox. And then we wanna select our latest backup. Make sure you get the right one that has your assets in there. So we're gonna click on next. And now for your destination, we wanna click on our production. Now you can do it in place, but that doesn't make so much sense. Make sure you pick that backup that has those asset configurations in it. And then we're gonna compare some snapshots. We're gonna go look in here. We're gonna see that our schemas are set up here. We can expand this. You can see some of the object types that we created, that 3D printer, those Linux, Mac notebooks, they're all in here. So once you confirm that everything's good, just make sure you select everything. I just clicked up here. Click on review dependencies. This is gonna go do a little bit of logic. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Click on view summary. And then click on clone. You're gonna type in these letters and hopefully I get these okay again because I don't always get them correctly. Click on clone. And now we get to watch a little bit of paint dry as well. Now, while this is going, I'm proving to you that Revyz demo assets that's in the sandbox, notice that it does not exist in my production. I have a different demo that I did earlier in the day, but the RDA one, the Revyz demo assets, is currently not in production. So in a few moments, once the clone finishes, I'm gonna show you and prove to you that all this configuration is moved over to my production environment with just a couple of clicks. So let's stay tuned for that. All right, once the clone is complete, let me show you what it looks like in production. So I'm gonna go over to my production environment, and again, no tricks up my sleeves. I'm gonna click on refresh. And there's my RDA, Revyz Demo Assets. I can click into that. And the entire structure, the way we set it up in our sandbox, is now successfully inside of my production instance. And now all I have to do is start creating those objects. But the hard part of figuring out that right relationship, all those attributes, all the information that you need to set up at that object type and object schema level, all that really complicated, not so easy, requires some tweaking, some fine tuning, a lot of discussions and architecture and solutioning. All that can be done in your sandbox. And with a couple of clicks using Revyz Data Manager for Jira, we can bring it on over to production once it's ready and go from there. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, check out that link down in the description because you definitely want to start a free 30-day trial to Revyz Data Manager for Jira. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.